when this stuff was discovered, food manufacturers were like, wow, I could make someone addicted to my product for less than a penny if I put this stuff in there.
Wow.
And so they did. And they put it in food that was never sweetened before. Okay? Things like refried beans. I've seen it in refried beans. Salad dressings.
I saw it in a bag of hash browns.
Wow.
In a bag of hash browns.
Yeah.
I want them sweet potatoes, baby.
And now what's happened is it's changed the American palate. Now we need sweet all the time because we're addicted. So even our salty food, we want sweet. Like me, I love chocolate covered pretzels. Oh, damn,
don't
those
even
things
get
are
me
good.
started.
But we want everything sweet now because of this high fructose corn syrup. It's not hurting us anymore, but the fact that it exists and it's being used more than sugar ever was, we're getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And we're more addicted and more addicted and more addicted. And it's worse than Coke because it's readily available and it's cheap.
It's on every street corner.
In every neighborhood.
And 10 fifty with all the Walmarts and, I mean, McDonald's and stuff.
All right. Examples of added sugar. There they are. You all know them. Go ahead. All right. Looking at finding the added sugars in here, we've got, of course, sugar, brown sugar syrup. Don't think just because it says brown sugar syrup that it's any better for you than sugar. I never understood that. But, I mean, it's all sugar. All right, moving on. And then you have dextrose. Remember OSE. Over here you have high fructose corn syrup.
Dextrose is from corn too.
Huh?
Isn't it from corn too? Dextrose?
I have no idea. Here's a picture of your added sugars. What pisses me off about this picture, I guess that's for added sugars, but if they just said, here's a picture of your simple carbs, I wish, if it said, here's a picture of your simple carbs, I want to see pasta on there. I want to see bread on there. I want to see pizza on there.
They're not going to put that on there.
I know they're not going to do it, but I would love to see it. All right, go ahead. I'm not going to do this. Go. We got to skip through. All right. 1 teaspoon of sugar equals 4 grams. Who's got a soda in here? Oh, Gatorade. Nice. How much? Yeah.
Busted.
Man, and it's not even a G2. All right. 2½ servings. 21 grams of sugar. 42 and 11. 53. 53 grams. I'm going to do 53 divided by 4. Huh? No. 4 into 53.
13.
Oh my God, y'all have phones.
It's 12.5, and then you got the 3, 13.
4 into, what did I say, 51?
53.
53. 4 divided into 53. 13 teaspoons of sugar.
13.
God.
13 teaspoons of sugar right there.
Wow.
Let me ask you something. When you do a bowl of cereal and you put sugar in it, do you put 13 teaspoons in that sugar?
Depends on the cereal.
No, you don't.
That's a lot of sugar.
How many tablespoons is that? Divide by 3. 13 divided by 3.
I Captain Crunch on the white bread this morning.
4 tablespoons.
Captain Crunch on white bread.
2 ounces.
That's ghetto, Chef.
2 ounces. What?
So ghetto.
Captain Crunch on the white bread this morning.
Ghetto. Who's getting it in?
That's how much sugar you're consuming right now.
Wow.
But let me ask you something. If you knew that before you grabbed it, if you knew exactly how much it was, and be honest, would you still have grabbed it?
I would.
You would?
I will. I
What
will.
makes us American?
I would grab a bottle of water.
No, doesn't mean we're gonna stop.
How old are you? That's why. All right, come back when you're 30 and we'll talk. All right. So that means 40 grams equals 10 teaspoons. So if you guys want to convert your grams, just know if you divide by 4, that's 1 teaspoon. All right, go ahead. Complex carbs, we just talked about simple carbs. Complex carbs, all right? They have the same starch and long chains of sugar, okay? They have, simple carbs don't have the long chains. They're just a straight shot. You eat a simple carb and it's like injecting sugar right into your veins. You know, it's just like boom, it's right there. It's like crack versus cocaine, I guess. I don't know, or heroin versus I don't know. I only had good coke and weed in my life, so I don't know the rest. So I don't know how to move on from there. But anyway, all right. So with complex carbs, it's a slow release of the sugar. Because what happens is you have the fiber slowing it down. So your body's working hard to digest that fiber and puts the sugar out little bits at a time because it's working so hard to digest that fiber. You understand? So you have a slow release of the sugar, which creates energy for you, a nice steady flow of energy all day long. Whereas when you eat the simple carb, it's an immediate shot of energy right there within seconds, and it only lasts a little bit of time, and then you crash.
Burn out.
Chasing the drain.
Okay? Yeah, and that's why you gain weight, because you're starting to get ready to crash, and so you consume more. And you think you're not addicted, but you are, because I'll tell you, when you grab that Gatorade or that Coke at the store, you might think, maybe I'll have a candy bar with that. You're eating your simple carb with your simple carb.
That's too sweet.
Or if you get that slice of pizza or whatever, and you think,
Pepsi or some Coke.
you think, oh, I'll get a Coke with that. Simple carb with your simple carb. Okay? It goes like that all day long.
I like it, the pizza.
All right? And it's not just like for me. I want a beer.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretzels with that beer. Simple carb, simple carb. Yeah.
Wow.
They just go so well together. Okay? And that's how it works. And you're constantly, you've got a constant high all day long because you're grazing on carbs all day long. All day. So you don't even get the crash anymore. You're constant, but you're not sleeping well at night.
True. Is it like a 5-hour energy?
All right. Which foods contain starch? They all do. Grains? They all do. Roots, tubers, dried beans, lentils, they all do. But these are your complex carbs, which means you get that slower release and energy all day. Okay, go ahead. Nope, not doing it. Nope, go. All right, which foods contain fiber? They all do. All right? And fiber's a good thing, right? Because one, it makes that slow release, and what we call that release, by the way, is the insulin. The insulin release, the glycemic index. You've heard that before, right? Okay? If it's a high glycemic index, that means it's probably a simple carb and it's shooting right through. You get that immediate rush. If it's a low, it's probably a complex carb, and it's just little bursts of energy all day. Okay? As far as the fiber, it's good to create that little burst all day, but it's also good because what does fiber do to you?
Poop.
That's right. And poop's a good thing. Huh?
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, but you gotta have the right kind of poop. Y'all know good poop, right? Okay, here we go. You ready? You want sticks, not pebbles. Logs, not pebbles. If you got pebbles, that means you're constipated, not enough water. So you want logs, not pebbles. Okay? They should float, not sink. That's right. No, I'm sorry, they should sink, not float. I'm sorry, they should sink, not float. Floating means there's too much fat in your diet. Fat floats. Sinking means
Are you writing
there's
this
not
down?
plenty of fiber in your diet. Heavy.
Everybody's.
I need a picture. I need some picture, Chef.
Oh, God.
I don't know about that. I should have the fiber and the fat. And also the color is important.
Yeah, yes.
It should be dark. If it's black, like charcoal black, that could be blood. You got to be careful. That means you might have blood in your. But it should be dark. If it's pale, like mustard colored, like the babies have, there's a problem. Or if it's really pale, you're borderline anemic.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's red, you had beef.
It's an overhead.
That's happened to me. Know your poop. All right, moving on. All right, you have soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber is fiber that's really good for your cholesterol. A good example of that would be oatmeal, very good for you. Insoluble fiber is fiber that's hard for your body to digest, also very good because that's where it pushes everything through to the poop chute. Both of these are very good for you.
Well, actually, they're both good, yeah.
Huh?
They're both good.
They're both good for you. Go ahead. Here's where you find your soluble fiber, okay, and your insoluble fiber. Okay. Move on. We already did that. Move on. Okay. Whole grains. We talked about what your whole grains are versus your refined grains. Just remember, brown versus white. Moving on. Okay, there's pictures of whole grains there. I promise all these grains you will be cooking in contemporary cuisine. In fact, I will not allow any simple carbs in our 2 healthy weeks of cooking. I do not allow simple carbs, so all you will be doing is cooking whole grains. Okay? Go ahead. Whole wheat flour has more of all those things than white flour. Okay, go ahead. White flour only has those things and they're enriched. It's lost during milling. Okay? All right, function of the carbs, as I said, it's the #1 source of energy in the body. Burning glucose for energy spares protein. Burning fat for energy without carbs can be harmful to the body, and this is what 2 very specific diets do. You all know what they are, because you'll be doing two groups are doing the projects on them. One of them's Atkins, and the other Paleo. These are 2 diets not necessarily recommended by nutritionists, because the #1 source of energy is carbs, and when you take carbs out of the diet, you might not necessarily be doing something good for yourself. Okay? What you should be doing instead is what?
Moderation.
I'm sorry? Right. Not more. Only. Quite honestly. You want the truth, or you want me to tell you what the USDA says? Make 50% of your diet whole grain. I'm telling you, 100%. Okay, move on. And by the way, if you see me walk in the hall eating a piece of white bread, don't give me grief. That's my last thought is that. I said, I preach it, that doesn't mean I do it. I've said it from the beginning. I know what's right, doesn't mean I do it.
Right.
All right.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Carbs are found in parts of the body, including your connective tissue, your hormones, your enzymes, and your genetic material. If you eat a lot of fiber, which is your browns and your fruits and vegetables, all this will happen. You'll lower your cholesterol, you'll reduce your blood pressure. Decrease the risk of developing diabetes. Keep blood sugar normal. Promote regularity. And lower body weight. And quite honestly, I'd love to tell you that these are the reasons why I do it myself. This is the only reason right there. Well, I'll be honest. I am so lucky, you guys. You have no idea. My parents will outlive me. Okay, I come from like genetic. I can't even. I mean, it's nirvana. I mean, my family is so healthy, it's insane. So all I worry about is weight. I'm lucky. Oh, I felt that I get hit by a bus.
I'm going back to the food issue.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Hey, I love talking shit.
They walk around with a lot of waste in their body because they're not regular.
Right.
And so you get regular, you lose that body.
You want to see, I don't know how much difference it makes. You know how they say you don't know how fat you are until you see a picture of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much.
That's reality.
Well, about a year and a half ago, this is what I looked like. Now, I don't know if I'm back there because I gained some weight. I'm working on losing it now. But, can't really see it. But the only way I lost the weight was taking out the white and eating the brown.
Wow, you don't know.
I don't look that big anymore?
No.
Because I gained about 15 of it back. But I'm working on losing it now.
Yeah, you look nothing like that.
But that was just, again, what it was the two things. It was getting rid of the sweetened beverage, and it was taking the white and doing the brown.
Wow.
Doesn't mean I don't eat white at all. I will every now and then, but mostly just brown. Yeah, good, thank God. But I put on 12 pounds in 1 month because I quit smoking, so.
Yeah.
And that's good. Yeah, as far as the diet's concerned, that's the only good thing about cigarettes. You should be able to, I'm so big, you should be able to see it without glasses. Oh, my 4 minutes package.
If we get a full class there.
I see. Well, we would get like 10 minutes out early. It's not that much. You would get out like 10 minutes earlier. You okay?
All right, so, you guys see? You remember me being that fat? I was fat, man. And I remember asking her, too. I said, am I getting fat? And she said, no, I don't see it. Yeah. What the hell kind of friend is that?
Good one.
And I believe her.
You've been there for a while, I guess, you know, you get used to somebody.
Yeah, you get used to seeing them.
Like she's
You
walking
see
around
them every day, you don't really see the
Yeah.
difference.
smoking and, yeah.
But do you remember when I asked you? I said, I think my ass is getting really big.
You should ask me, I would have told you.
You know,
Yeah.
It's going
If
up.
it wasn't like that, you always say. No.
I give it to you straight.
All right, let's stop there. Y'all have a good day. I got a question. Hi, so I'm gonna go put this in right now. I'll be back.
Thank you.
Oh, did you guys get your vouchers? Come up here and get them.